amazing, and
thank you.
Those are professional as well.
Hello?
Hello, Shay. How are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm perfect.
Good, good. So yeah, I just wanted to call to make sure that we were on the same page with the photos. So each photo, we get 5 pictures from each photo. So I just wanted you to go through each photo and tell me which 5 so I can tell the guy which 5 we want to purchase from each product. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. I'm getting your point. So, from the lifestyle, right?
Yeah, correct. Because those lifestyle came from me. So you can just pick whatever you want to do from the lifestyle that I sent you. So yes, correct,
Yeah,
correct,
exactly.
correct.
The lifestyle images were amazing, and
Thank you.
those are professional as well. Right now you have sent me 3 product pictures. The pancake one, and the jerk wrap, and the third one is I think so remoulade.
Your emails, and you have a good day.
You too. Have a very good day.
All right, thanks.
And thanks to you, and thanks for your patience, especially. And have a good day. Take care of yourself.
You too. Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. The new year has started. We're in 2023 or hitting February. And I kind of wanted just to get on here and talk about kind of what 2023 has been like so far, the first month of 2023. Give you guys some updates, say hello. So one of my goals this year, I did a vision board this year. I'm not really going to share my vision board this year because there's some things on there that I'm just manifesting, and I kind of want them just to, I don't want to put it out there. You know what I mean? I want to pray on it and work on it, and hopefully, I'll be able to share some of those wonderful manifestations with you once they become a reality. So I'm excited about that. The word this year, because they always have 3 words. Like last year, it was revelation, reflection, and what was it? Revelation, reflection. There's only 3. I didn't do elements. Was refresh, reset, and faith. Be on this faith walk and really truly have faith. Reset, just try to reset daily what I'm trying to do, because sometimes I'll just go and I won't reset. But I think it's important every morning that you get up is that you reset for what is coming on this new day, and refresh. Make sure that you have enough sleep. Make sure your mind is in a good way so you can have a good day, right? So if you refresh your mind and you reset your mind and you walk in faith, every day should be a good day for you. Or 99% of the days should be good days for you, because you're not waking up tired, you're not waking up with anxiety, you're having faith, you're praying, you're doing all those things. So this year I'm really working more and more on that, opposed to getting up and just going full speed, to just really take that calmness, that meditation, which I was doing in the past, and still journaling and stuff like that, but really just be more conscious about doing that. And no, I can't get everything done every day, so just have that mindset, this is okay, this is fine, and have that restful, refresh, reset mindset. So yeah, that's what's going on for 2023, on kind of the theme of 2023. Social media did good, and did pretty good last year. I went over the numbers. So I did, I'm kind of looking at my goals because I write my goals down. My Twitter went up, it did go up. My goal is 1,500. I'm not necessarily at 1,500 right now. The last time I checked, I was at 1,228, but we did progress from where we were from last year. My Pinterest, we have 40. Last time I checked, we had 48.8 thousand monthly views. So that went up from last year, as well as I have 4,400 followers on Pinterest. As last year, I think we started like at 2,000, 3,000, and then by the end of the year, that's what we had. Divine Cuisine hasn't really changed. Divine Cuisine's Instagram, it stayed pretty much the same. My goal there is 1,000 followers, and we're at 829 as we closed in January. So I'm really trying to figure out other ways. I know people say algorithms, but I'm trying to be really consistent on there. Put out more reels and more things about the product. So I'm still learning about marketing and how to speak to your audience. And so that is a big deal this year that I wrote down as one of my goals, is to really know how to speak to my audience and get you guys engaged and want to be interested in what I have to say or the content that I'm putting out. So I'm doing a lot more reels on Divine Cuisine's Instagram. So if you haven't followed me already, please do. It's Divine Cuisine, DivineKuizine, and the link will be in the description. So you can always go there. And like I said, I do a lot of different recipes there, testimonials, just anything dealing with food and Divine Cuisine's products. And then my TikTok is at 620. We did very well because we just started TikTok last year. And so we went from 0 to like 620. Our goal is 1,000. The goal last year was, I think, 500. So we surpassed that by 120 new followers. And so this year it's 1,000. So, and I do believe that we'll get there. It's just being more consistent on there, because once I put my recipes out there, people really do seem to enjoy them. It's just having the time. I do have an assistant, but having the time to create the recipes and get those recipes to you guys. And so I'm working on trying to just figure out my time management, because I'm also an accountant. And so I have clients that I have to do their books for as I, do Divine Cuisine in social media. And so hopefully one day it'll just be Divine Cuisine and being a content creator. But for right now, I'm very blessed to have my business as an accountant, where I'm still, being an entrepreneur, just doing it, doing accounting and keeping up people's books for them. So I'm blessed that I don't have to go into an office. It's still me being my own boss. And then my newsletter subscriptions, we did go up. We ended at 1,080. So now we have 1,080 newsletter subscribers. Our goal is 1,500. So I'm just hoping that we surpass that goal this year, which I will do. We do very well on our emails, on my emails. I've surpassed the goal of how many are open and what you guys are clicking on. So I appreciate all the people that are subscribed to my newsletter for DivineKuizine.com, that you guys are enjoying them, that you guys are opening them, and that you guys are interested in what my emails have to say. And then YouTube, where I'm on now, we did grow. The shorts are doing very well. So check out my shorts. Those are just short little recipes. And so yeah, I'm trying to grow this and be more consistent on this and have videos that can help you out. So I hope that and leave comments on what you would like to know more about, especially on entrepreneurship, recipes, whatever, because my channel is about cooking, motivation, and entrepreneurship. And so this year I'm gonna really try to be more consistent and bring you guys on this journey I started last year of being an entrepreneur and what I'm learning on the way of being it. And so my website traffic grew tremendously last year. It's kind of slowed down a little bit because we didn't do any ads last year. But what it did help us with, we did do SEO. I had got an SEO expert last year, if you were following me. And my Google numbers have grown. I'm getting on more pages on Google. I'm seeing more traffic coming from Google. So there's a lot more things that are happening on Google. So I'm excited about that. And my team, I'm really blessed to have a good team. You know, I have a person that helps with my website. I have an assistant that comes in and helps with social media, helps with, you know, packaging, just all kinds of different things. So that, and then as you heard in the call, I have a guy that came later on in the new year of last year, like fourth quarter, maybe November, December, that started helping me with Amazon ads, and he's going to help me with Facebook ads as well. And he's very knowledgeable, knows a lot, so I'm very excited about having him on the team as well. So my team is growing, I'm growing. I'm just trying to, you know, position myself to be able to be scalable and to be able to be eventually a national brand. So that's just a kind of an update of how my numbers and social media and everything went this year, kind of where I'm at. And then I did want to talk about certain things that I learned or I did in January. So one, and I'll show you a little bit of the graphics. So like I said, I'm taking you on this journey with me. And one of the major things that I have put in place is one, learning how to give more control to certain people because I can't do everything. Two is marketing. Marketing is always something that I'm learning that, you know, I didn't really know how much is entailed into marketing. Like I said, trying to communicate with my audience. So I wanted to give you guys what I have been learning so far. So let's go back to Amazon. So Amazon, did very well. We got on Amazon last year, but I really didn't start really seeing a lot of progression until probably the fourth quarter. And then the gentleman I hired, he was like, you know, we need to have more photos of, you know, more photos on the website to be able to explain the products. At first I didn't know what that, I mean, it sounds easy in that you know what that means or whatever. I need more photos. So this is just me. I didn't know. I'm 101, don't know anything about marketing, right? And maybe there's some other people out there that are just like me. So when he said that, when he first said that, I was like, oh, okay. So I went and got some more photos, like food photos. I thought that's what he needed. That's what he needed. So I was sending him all these food photos of, you know, things that I've created and stuff like that. And he was like, no, that's nice and everything, but we need more like informational photos, lifestyle photos, you know, things of that nature. And I was like, okay, well, informational photos, like infographics. I'm like, ooh, what does that actually mean? You know what I mean? Or what does lifestyle actually mean? And to me, some people be like, oh, that's just easy. You know, you should be able to understand that. But I didn't get what that was until he sent me some photos. As you see here, he sent me some photos and I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. Ding, 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 ding. This makes sense that this is another way to tell your audience. And then I had to think of what I do. So as you see, an informational photo is kind of telling you about the product, you know. For example, my let's just use the mango barbecue, for example. It has, you know, fresh mangoes that are prepared in it. It has good different spices that, you know, it kind of has a kick to it, kind of spicy, kind of sweet. All our products are all natural, no preservatives, organic, sweeteners, things of that nature. So you put those on there because, of course, you know, you're selling and people want to know what it is. And it just ding, ding, ding went off in me because when I go look for things, I do read about what is this product? Does it have low sodium in it? Is it organic? What are they putting in it? You know, does it have preservatives? What's the shelf life of it? Things of that nature. So thank God that I had that stuff already, but I didn't know what I was supposed to do with it. Like I had like a bulletin card that I kind of will show you guys of what I had already. So some of those things I could kind of take and give to the photographer that was going to be creating these photos for me. Then another thing was lifestyle. I'm like, okay, what exactly does lifestyle mean? And so I had taken some photos of lifestyle, and lifestyle meaning what are you doing with it? Cooking with it, friends over. It's in, it's what you're doing with the product. For example, if it's a barbecue sauce, they see an actual person grilling with this barbecue sauce, or making a remoulade sauce, making pasta salad with it, or whatever it is, right? What can you make with it? And it's another visual of you actually seeing someone using the product, but as a picture opposed to like maybe a video. So that was, and I had some photos like that. So that was good because I never really used all the photos or didn't know what I was going to do with them. But they had, so when he showed me what that was, then I had that and I was prepared for that. So these are just things that I'm learning, and the terminology that I'm learning. And this is another way that I understand that your audience wants to know. It's not just a pretty picture of food or a pretty picture of your product. You kind of have to explain what your product is and what your product does, and why is it beneficial for the consumer. What is this helping out with the consumer? Like, my products are, less than two to 3 steps, right? They're all natural, no preservatives, organic. We use the best of best. They're unique flavors, and pretty much DivineKuizine is, Caribbean and New Orleans type. That's the theme, New Orleans type cuisine, right? So we have the remoulade, which is New Orleans. Of course, our pancake mix and our gluten-free pancakes, that's just a universal thing that people like to use. And then we have our mango barbecue, which is Caribbean. We have our jerk, which is a Caribbean type thing with our tamarind. So, and more we grow. I have some other things that are getting ready to come out that will, either go in that range of kind of that New Orleans type cuisine or that Caribbean type cuisine. But it took me a minute to even be able to communicate what exactly DivineKuizine's products are. You know what I mean? I'm the creator. I enjoy creating. I'm a chef, and I enjoy making these different things and these different flavors. But now I'm learning how to communicate that to my audience. And so January has been really an eye-opener to work with different people, or my marketing person, to really understand more what, get me to think about how to communicate my products and market my products. So I'm excited. So you'll see more of that journey. Of course, Fiverr is my #1 place to go, and I know I always talk about that. So how I found the gentleman Walid, I found him on Fiverr. He is in Pakistan, so the time is different or whatever, but it's good to work with him. He's very knowledgeable. He knows what to do. And it's such a blessing that we can talk to people all over the world and use different people, not just in our community or our state or our country, right? And then the person that's done, as you see here, the graphics of my, the different informational graphics or lifestyle or just graphics that we will use for Amazon. I got him, he was actually here in the States, but I got him off Fiverr as well. And then what I did is I sent him my products. He takes the pictures, he does everything, and he was very knowledgeable of kind of what Amazon looks at or likes, what the consumer on Amazon likes and looks at. So I'm excited to see how that will play a part, and then we'll be going back into Amazon ads and figuring out campaigns for that. So yes, last year I did not do any ads, but I still did well. I mean, the traffic wasn't as booming on my website, and the sales weren't as booming on my website as prior when I do ads. But I have to look at it too. Not everything is about monetarily. You have to get the foundation together for your machine to work, right? So last year was a lot of foundational things that were being put down, as me getting more people on the team, as me learning more about social media and kind of getting that together, as getting the SEO expert to help, drive traffic on Google and growing pages on Google. Certain things, I want a warehouse, kind of researching what that would cost or what's the best way to go for warehouse. Researching about major brands that I want to be in to become national brands. So just different things. So it was a lot of fundamental. I mean, don't get me wrong, we still had sales. We still did well there. We still had growth on all our social media. Most of them, we met our goal for the year. But now it's time to take some of those foundations that I learned and that I learned in January, and now we're going to get back in the mode of trying to do some more of that expansion and some of that growth, and but at the same time refresh, reset, and have faith. So I just kind of want to come on here, kind of tell you where I'm at right now with DivineKuizine, what's been going on. Yeah, and I'm excited for this year. You know, I'm going to be doing, you know, not just work, work, work. It's going to be some fun time. I can't wait for it. It's been cold in Georgia. I can't wait for it to get warm again in Georgia. So yeah, so stay tuned. Take this journey with me on being an entrepreneur. Check out my recipes and stay tuned, because after this, there's a recipe. My mom made a pound cake, powdered sugar lemon pound cake. Delectable, good. And so I'm going to share how me and her created that pound cake. I'll give you the recipe for it. So stay tuned for that at the end. Like always, I love y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what you want to learn more about with me. I'll try to give you all the tools or what I'm learning on the way. But if you don't know about Fiverr, check them out, because they have all kinds of different people that do different things, and that may be a little more less expensive for you than maybe sometimes finding a local person. And you can find local people also, or people in your state, in the United States or wherever you're at as well. So it's a good resource, a good tool to meet people on what you need to do. So check out the recipe, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out my social medias. Love y'all. Also, now it's time for Mama's powdered pound cake. Right here, she's creaming the butter, room temperature butter, which is about 3 sticks of butter that she's creaming up here. And then she's putting in the sifted cake flour. So you get the cake flour, but make sure you sift the cake flour. And that's 2 cups, 2 3/4 cups. And so you're gonna put each cup in at a time. So 1 cup sifted, 2 cups, you know, the next cup sifted, and then the 3/4 cup sifted. And each time, you know, you're mixing. So you see here, she's sifting, she's making sure everything gets in there. I do not have a a stand-up mixer, so she's just doing this with a regular handheld mixer. So it may be easier if you have one that is more of a stand-up one than this one. But this is what she's doing. She's mixing all of the cake flour into that butter. So she does that, you know, continues to keep sifting it and keep doing that. Nice and fluffy. Now we're going on to the 6 eggs. So you're going to put each egg in one at a time. So it's 6 eggs, and then she's just putting that into the cake mixture one at a time. So you see, you're kind of stopping here, putting the next egg in, and so forth and so on, and just getting those all nice incorporated into the cake batter. Then after that, she's going to be adding the vanilla and the lemon in there, and the powdered sugar. You're going to go ahead with the lemon. The lemon, it was 1 to 2 lemons, I believe, and then it was 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then she was sifting in the powdered sugar, which was 3.5 cups of sifted powdered sugar. The same type of exercise what you did with your cake flour. You're gonna do 1 cup at a time. So 1 cup of powdered sugar sifted, another cup powdered sifted, and so forth and so on, until you have all 3.5 cups mixed in there. And we did use one lemon, freshly squeezed lemon. Now she's just putting in a floured cake pan, which is we got the cake pan that she's putting that in. And she shakes it a little bit. She puts it in. And then you bake it for about an hour and a half. Check it after an hour and to see how it's going. And then if it needs the 30 minutes, then go ahead and give it the additional 30 minutes. She did a lemon glaze, yummy frosting, fluffy, delicious. You see how easy this was to make this pound cake. If you go to DivineKuizine.com, I will have the recipe there for you. But it was good, y'all. Good, y'all. So make sure you make this powdered mama's powdered sugar pound cake.